busy freeways of Los Angeles, a hallmark of this sprawling metropolis. We're coming to you from Southern California. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Moments away, it'll be the Los Angeles Clippers going up against the Portland Trailblazers. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at Portland, things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, Los Angeles, 6.5 games behind them.
And when you look at the Clippers, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
And after talking to some of the coaches and the players, they're not happy that they couldn't start off on a little bit more of a roll. But I think they're in fine shape with the bulk of the season still to come.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, last season, Paul George had a homecoming. He said, as a kid, I pictured playing in L.A., my parents being able to watch me at Staples. I'm not playing for the Clippers. This is home. I'm playing for the home team. It doesn't get any better than that. And Kevin, his family is backing him up. They show up to every game here.
Wow, what a story. David, thank you. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, then it's Ibaka, and it's Beverly in at the point. Now here's Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Second shot opportunity, and it's Ibaka with the bucket inside.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Here's McCollum. Lillard fires away from way outside. The rebound by Ibaka. Now here's Beverly. And the pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And this is who he has become. Leonard, with the great body control, takes the hit and still able to sink the shot and one.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons, goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story. Well, we've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
Now here's Lillard. He's coming off a 28-point game against Chicago.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And Portland has possession. 7-point differential. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Floats it up for Cousins. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Lillard, following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. It's McCollum on the wing. Over George. McCollum, no good.
I know it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
And going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own.
Now, here's Lillard. He's just been too hard to handle at the offensive end. His scoring average is just under 34 points a game. George against McCollum. They could use a bucket, and he lays it up and in.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Pass to Ibaka. George looking around. Back to Ibaka. Takes it from 10. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 9. Nobody near Lillard. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And we know it. We've seen it. Lillard's range extends well beyond the three-point line. Hard to keep a hand in his face from that far out.
Now here's Leonard. Against Washington, he was really on his game. To the inside. It's tipped. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Powell.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
No good there. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. George with the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Yep, that one goes.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Here's McCollum. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Chicago. Passes it to Powell. Here's McCollum, defended by George. Here's Nurkic. Offensive rebound, Anthony. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Well, Melo's getting inside, maybe even under the skin right now of the defense.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And it's Leonard missing. Trailblazers trail by 6. The 3 from McCollum. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
He kicks it to Leonard. Over in the corner, Zubats. Lillard outside. Lets it go with a three. He can't get that one to fall. The Clippers go the other way with it. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And winning that game the way they did with the incredible fourth quarter comeback couldn't have left them feeling any better.
Anthony can't hit. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. 6-point lead. Here's Leonard out left to the wing. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Portland's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. They get a hand on it. Now the Clippers moving it up. McCollum against George. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason? Or, in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change. And the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. Whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Down low. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by McCollum. Anthony's got 6 points.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
George finds Cousins. Back to George. Trying to end the drought. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And he gets the bucket.
Damian doesn't need a lot of time to get a shot off and found some space there.
Now here's Rondo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Launches a three. Doesn't go for him. Now Portland takes it the other way. And Zubats picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. And Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
It's been a very successful stretch for him.
I mean, you are so right. This is quite a run they're on.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Well, he's effective in the catch and shoot dating back to his college days. Lillard has brought that skill to the pros.
And the Clippers call time here. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
And here's George. After Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
That free throw good from George.
Well, just 1 year in college for Paul George, and then made the transition to the NBA, and all the talk was about what it is we're seeing now. A very capable two-way player and all-star caliber talent.
And George drops them both. And here's McCollum. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Cantor against Zubats. Cantor, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lillard left side, just 4 to shoot. Over Morris. And again, it's Portland converting.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
George with the ball. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in that win against Washington. Pass to Zubats. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Enes Kanter.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubats, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And the dunk by Zubats.
Oh, how about the up fake there, Kev? Worked like a charm and gave him a clear lane to the basket.
GA, that is one of the prettiest moves out there if you can pull it off, and he did. Now here's McCollum. Puts up a 3. Cousins pulls it in. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Lillard, whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Free throw good from Lillard.
Well, you got quicks, you got instincts, and you got aggression. Damian Lillard capable of taking over just about any time he wants.
And stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball, and Lillard throws it down.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Now here's Zubats. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Kennard's shot is off. Trailblazers leading by 5. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Zubac. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. McCollum kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Lillard on top. Kennard covering. .133 left in the first quarter of the game. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Lillard. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. It's a three-point game.
Now McCollum a blur that time in transition. A quick-footed guard who runs the floor like a gazelle.
The Clippers shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway. Jackson with it. Cantor covering. Jackson passes to Kennard. Inside. Zubac in the post. He's guarded by McCollum, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
Trailblazers leading by 3. McCollum passes to Lillard. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
No good. Shot missing. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And they pick up 2. McCollum's got 8.
Wow, he really stopped short on that one. The poise, the body control of McCollum especially evident there when he pulls up.
Now Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. Two on the clock. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Back to the action after this word. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still as competitive as they come. Here's what he had to say.
I don't fear nobody. And, you know, if somebody going to come after me, I'm going to be right here for it. And, you know, he's the ultimate example of that. Somebody that's going to come for your lunch. And that's just what it is. I'm always ready for the challenge.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Powell. Jones is out there with Giles. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Cantor in at the center position. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Kennard. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Now the pass to Powell. Back to McCollum. This one for 3. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Well, that's a go-to for CJ. He looks to spray it from three-point line as much as he possibly can.
Powell against Jackson. He dishes it to Ibaka. Over Cancer. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Trailblazers leading by 10. Another shot. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Leonard. And Los Angeles guys shooting for the game at 42%. Up again. Ibaka. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Pass to Powell. Cantor against Ibaka. Cantor kicks to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season the Blazers were beset by injuries and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way, so that they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A. That's good from Beverly.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
Both free throws good from Beverly. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how about Kobe going to the Lakers? Mikal and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Now here's Jackson following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Jackson with it, now guarded by Nurkic. Jackson misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
From past the arc, the Clippers grab the miss. It's stolen by Ibaka. And Beverly kicks to Ibaka. Morris dishes to Jackson. Jones against Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the defender was slow reacting, didn't fully account for Kawhi's quickness. Slow played him and gets to the free throw line.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Shooting 2.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Jackson. Leonard hits them both. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Passes it to Carmelo. Shoots over Cousins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Just get a feeling like Melo has brought some extra energy to this one. This guy eats, drinks, and breathes basketball, but he's at it here tonight.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the first one drops. And Anthony drops them both. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside, George. Up top, Ibaka. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Portland leading by 8. Cullen passes to Jones. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Can't allow that much separation, even as the pass is coming his way. Try and crowd Carmelo as best you can.
Now, here's George. He's got 10. To the wing on the left. Here's Cousins. Powell with the steal. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. No good. That miss takes him to 3 for 7. Clippers have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Thursday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards.
And that game against the Pacers, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Powell against George. Pass to McCollum. Now here's Powell. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Clippers trail by 8. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Now Melo getting up and slamming one home.
The Clippers shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. To the middle, here's Cousins, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Cousins not a great foul shooter coming out of college, but with how many times he gets hacked and goes to the free throw line, he's become more and more consistent there.
Lillard's checked in for McCollum. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Portland leading by 8. Powell, the pass to Lillard. Lobs it up for Anthony. It's tipped and stolen by Cousins. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Powell against Beverly. The pass to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Just remarkable what he's able to do. Leonard with a guy draped all over him, still able to convert.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Anthony. Over Cousins. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Anthony's got 8 points here in this quarter.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Leonard dishes to Beverly. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Powell. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Zubats is checked in for Serge Ibaka. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're leading by... Oh!
Yeah. Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Clippers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Passes to Cousins. To the inside. Leonard. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 20. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's George, following the score by Damian Lillard. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. And Zubats picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Powell down low. Kennard covering. Lillard misses.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Rondo. Portland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Lillard against Rondo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Lillard just plays with a flat-out edge. Dangerous as a player who knows how to draw contact inside.
Portland shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Throw good. Damian Lillard.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Both free throws good from Lillard. Here's George. He's got 12. Kennard on the wing. There's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Here's Rondo after the basket by Yusuf Nurkic. Here's Cousins. Rebounded by Covington. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Here's Lillard, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
again, the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
First free throw is good. Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. Harry Giles comes in for Norman Powell. The free throw is good from Lillard. And here's George. 12 points for him. Right side, Rondo. In the corner, Kennard with it. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. Kennard's shot is off. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the first one drops. And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Here is Rondo. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Zubac. Jackson in the corner. Kicks it to Rondo. Clock at 6. No good that time. Some solid defense from Lillard. And now Portland on the break. Hollis Jefferson, good. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Kawhi Leonard.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
2 shots.
That free throw missing. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Good on the second free throw. Here's Lillard. He's got 26. Covington with it. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the second quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Covington. Portland needs to get off a shot. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Rondo drives in, and Morris throws it down.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor, and that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
Trailblazers leading by 12. Covington passes to Lillard. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Here's Giles. That shot misses. And the Clippers will come the other way. Outside Rondo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Rondo playing with great energy right now, putting the defense in some very difficult spots.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Rondo.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
McCollum's checked in for Robert Covington. And both free throws good from Rondo. Now McCollum, 13 points in the game. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Nice shot by Rondo. Rondo's got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers.
Well, Rondo concentrating right there, focused. Even when you hit him, he can maintain that good balance.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They double team McCollum. Dishes to Cantor. And that one hits back iron.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
He got it up, and no good on the last second attempt this time.
Well, he has to keep improving on this end of the floor. When CJ is helping out on defense, the teammates feed off that.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Trailblazers lead by 8. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, they've been shooting poorly. Is that good defense or bad offense?
Probably a little bit of both. You know, I think we're competing defensively, and they've missed some opportunities.
It's led to good results for you, though. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He ended up with 26 points.
And no doubt that C.J. McCollum's a great player all the time. But Shaq, he has that DNA where he turns it up for big.
Yes, he does. He's proved to be a fantastic playoff performer. McCollum has a sense of when he needs to step it up for his team.
Yeah, well, very few players can take over like McCollum. I mean, this guy's ISO ability is probably in the top 5 in the NBA, so there's no slowing him down when he gets on the road.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Portland leading by 8. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Kawhi Leonard is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Ibaka in at the center. Now here is George, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Ibaka finds George. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Ibaka, the pass to George. 5 on the clock.
It's easy to understand why Paul George is one of the top scorers in the league. He can read the defense, he can shoot it, he can get inside, and he's riding a hot streak now.
Now here's McCollum. Anthony trying to get open. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's Beverley, following the score by Damian Lillard. The pass to Leonard. Three-pointer. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The 3 from McCollum. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the paint. Beverley for 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
Able to stretch the floor with that three-point shot. Beverly looking to capitalize from the perimeter as often as possible.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Now here's McCollum. 13 points in the game. And it's Lillard missing.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The free throw drops for Leonard. Leonard hits them both. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Beverly against Lillard. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Clippers trail by 3. Here's Beverly. He has 7, and Ibaka slams it in.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverly is going to do his best to get you the ball.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Lillard outside. From deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 5 assists tonight. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Buries it down low. Leonard's got 13 points.
Hard to deny Leonard when he gets in that close to the rim. Too many ways for him to get creative to score.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. Shoots. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 11 rebounds in the game. McCollum against George. He feeds it to Ibaka. Over Anthony. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Portland leading. McCollum passes to Anthony. And the rejection by Cousins. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for George. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging 22 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Now here is Ibaka, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. And now Portland on the break. Anthony leading the charge. LA's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Leonard. For the tie. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far. Free throw drops for Leonard. Jones checked in for Portland. it's tied up with that one. Trailblazers have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. But they'll get another chance. Nurkic tries it again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Nurkic with the pump fake does a good job fooling the defender that time.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Nurkic plays with a little bit of that edge, a little bit of moxie, and that toughness is something the teammates can rally behind.
And both free throws good for Nurkic. The Clippers trail. And here's Beverly. He's got 7. Pass to George. Here's Leonard for the lead. And the rebound by Nurkic. McCollum outside. No one near him. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. McCollum's got 15 points.
I mean, you could just see it there. He's got all the tools, and when it comes to scoring, there isn't much McCollum can't do.
And George, here we go. And it's Portland with the rebound. They host the Kings after this game. And that game, there he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
Now here's Beverly. Outside, George. Lays it up off the glass. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, keep it or dish it. Those are the decisions Paul George is trying to make, and he makes the right one there.
Trailblazers leading by 4. McCollum outside. And the rejection by Cousins. It's stolen by Anthony. Jumps up, and it's Anthony with the jam.
I feel like that was instinctual for Melo, like he's seen it before, able to swipe that ball away.
Beverly against Jones. Here's Leonard trying to get open as Ibaka. Leonard, no luck. And it's Jones with the ball for Portland. 6-point game. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And the Clippers call time here. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Well, they got to be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
A different look for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Cousins. Luke Kennard comes in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Portland also making some changes. Harry Giles comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Robert Covington subbed in for Anthony.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Now, here's Kennard. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. There's the dish to Ibaka. 6 on the shot clock. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Kennard.
And he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Kennard against McCollum. Inside. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. LA's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Pass to Kennard. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And now just a 3-point Portland lead. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Covington passes to McCollum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Yeah, using that lengthy frame right there to draw contact, McCollum really baits the defender into committing that foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
A lot of questions in the early part of C.J. McCollum's career about could he become a valuable scorer in the league and really what position would he play. But after being the 10th overall pick in 2013, he's answered those questions.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Cantor's checked in. And he makes both free throws.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Jackson looking it over. Leonard on the wing. Count it, and the foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Portland leading. Lillard with it. He has 31. He kicks it to McCollum. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebound by the Clippers. Ibaka's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Leonard finds. What a jam!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
Now, here's Cantor. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Shot clock at 5. It's good.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Los Angeles has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Jackson up top, covered by Lillard. Looking to get back on track here. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Ibaka's got it all tied up now for the Clippers. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Down low. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game.
Just always appreciate the way that C.J. McCollum is such a natural scorer.
Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Ibaka kicks to Jackson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And now Portland on the break. Lillard from outside. The shot that time not on target. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Morris dishes to Jackson. Kennard on the wing. Tipped away. And now Portland on the break. Covington with the ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Zubats is checked in for Serge Ibaka. Portland also making some changes. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Giles. And it's Powell in for Lillard. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Now here's Leonard. 18 points for him. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for him.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
The first free throw is good. Leonard hits them both.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunities.
McCollum against Kennard. Tries again. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Morris, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Powell. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Kennard, the pass to Leonard. Leonard draws the double, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Leonard. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's averaging 35 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
Now McCollum, 23 points in the game. They double team McCollum. Hollis Jefferson, the bounce pass. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Let's go. Again, McCollum missing. Los Angeles has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Jackson passes to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Back to Jackson for the lead. The second chance effort. Zubats kicks to Kennard. There's Jackson with the 3. Portland grabs the miss. Cantor's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Powell with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Powell, the pass to Covington. Knocks down the 3 ball. Covington's got his first 3 points of the game.
Quick to fire off the pass. Got to stay up on Covington or that will happen.
Now here's Leonard. Covered by Hollis Jefferson. Leonard looking around. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Look, we're struggling. The ball's not going. Keep being aggressive, getting it out. Defensively, keep challenging shots. All right, keep talking. Everything's good down there. Way to rebound the ball. I love the tempo. Love the pace. All right, once we get it, we go. Make or miss.
Well, he knows the ball's going to start falling sooner or later.
And Kevin, it's just been one of those games offensively. They just got to continue to persevere, and hopefully a few will fall.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Portland, C.J. McCollum out there with Powell. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Cantor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Poked away, and here are the Trailblazers now. Trailblazers leading by 3. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. In the corner, it's Morris. Over to the wing. Beverly against Cantor. Beverly the pass to Morris. In the corner, Kennard with it. That shot, no good.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
For a player who plays with emotion like Covington, those kind of plays can really get your motor running.
Clippers with the ball. The Blazers getting the bucket. And George, here we go. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Enes Kanter. And the first one at the line is good. And the Clippers making a change here. Cousins is checked in. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. There's the pass to Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 6 assists now in the game. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Zubac kicks to George. And George with the stuff.
George is not settling for low percentage plays right now. He's putting the defense in a really tough position.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Now here's McCollum to the paint. Here's Anthony. And the rejection by Cousins. They retain possession. McCollum passes to Carmelo. 5 to shoot. Over George. Anthony's shot is off. The Clippers shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Here's Beverly. Good on the bucket. Now just a 1-point Trailblazer lead.
That's all about balance there. You focus on the rim no matter what's happening around you. And Patrick Beverly knocks one down.
George against Powell. Back to Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Hollis-Jefferson with the jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Cousins after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Back to George. Kicks to Morris. To tie it up. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 3. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And that one's good. Cousins.
And Cousins determined to finish that time any which way he could, sprinting up the court whenever he's got a chance.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Powell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Powell. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers. Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for McCollum. Both good from the line that time. Clippers trail by 3. And here's Beverly. Morris outside. 6 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot to tie it up. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's the floater. Anthony with room to shoot, and off the front iron, and in it goes. Anthony's got 4 points this quarter.
Catching and firing. Melo has it all working in this one.
George against Anthony. And George kicks to Ibaka. He dishes it to Cousins. Knocks it loose. Right wing. Powell pulls it in. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And that is a big loss for this team. This game's still in the balance, and he's someone they always want in there at crunch time.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Clippers trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Drills it from outside.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's Powell. It's not going to go for him. George with the defensive effort.
And he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
This is a testament to this team's fortitude, never giving up. Folks, we've got a new ball game.
Powell with it. This is to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. And Jones now atop the key. Portland again missing. LA has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Powell against George. Passes it to Zubac. Nurkic with the steal. Lillard against Beverly. Now here's Lillard. Tight defense on him. Powell, that's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Pass to Cousins. Right side George. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 5 assists tonight.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. And there's the pass to Carmelo. Back to Lillard. And the rejection by Zubac. George against Powell. Pass to Beverly. Outside, George passes it to Cousins. Out to Morris to take the lead. Misses off the right iron. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Morris against Powell. Pass to Lillard. The tray. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Cousins has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. That's good for George on the assist by Beverly. Beverly's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Beverly against Lillard. Kicks it out to Jones. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Leonard, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And a switch here also for Portland. McCollum's checked in. Here's Beverly. And the pass to Zubac. Beverly against Lillard. Zubac kicks to George. Lock at 6. Here's Beverly. Nice D from Lillard. Portland trailing here. McCollum left side. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. McCollum's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Clippers have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Leonard, the pass to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
That big man has to be committed to the pick and roll, and that time Cousins had the ability to find some open space, and he cut away from the ball.
Trailblazers have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Nurkic finds Lillard. Fires for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 34.
Look at your watch. It's Lillard time.
Pass to Zubac. Pass to Leonard. Now Beverly. Outside, George. Taken away by Anthony. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Clippers have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. McCollum against George. And George with the stuff.
Paul George stepping up big time.
Here's Lillard. McCollum outside. The dish to Anthony. There's the triple. They get it back, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Clutch bucket by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
And the Clippers making a change here.
One shot.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Now here's Beverly. Pass to Oturu. Leonard on the wing. Cousins against Anthony. Nurkic with the steal. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball.
Carmelo Anthony with the game changer.
Clippers trail by 5. And George, here we go. That one good for 2. George has got 30.
That's an excellent play call to free him up. from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Portland's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Lillard against Beverly. An open look for Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Yeah, all night long, he's just been on it. He's feeling it, and Lillard will start to call his own number in some of these sets.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. The pass to Beverly. Outside Leonard. Nurkic with the block. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball.
Love that Damian Lillard is developing that little floater in the lane. Smart to recognize the defense collapsing.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's turned over in about the most frustrating way possible.
There's good turnovers. That wasn't one of them. At least this one doesn't lead to an automatic fast break, the live ball turnover, so that's the best you can say about that play.
And the Clippers making a change here. Patterson's checked in to the inside, and it's in there. Lillard's got 40 points.
I know CJ plays the two-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Out to the right wing. Here's Beverly. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. First free throw is good, and that brings them within 8.
And Beverly just motivated every night to get out here, to play, to compete. He hustles and wants to make it really tough on anybody that's on the opposing side of things.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Patrick Patterson. Both free throws good from Beverly. Trailblazers shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Lillard outside. 46 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Nurkic kicks to Powell. McCollum left side. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Well, C.J. McCollum could teach a class on how to get and one opportunities.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Harry Giles is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Little in for Norman Powell.
One shot.
Free throw good. McCollum.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
McCollum against George. That one goes in. George has got 32 points in the game.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers. A skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
Here's McCollum. Paul George making his last shot. McCollum outside. There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And the rejection by Cousins. Off the inbound, and there's Lillard on the assist by Collins. Lillard's got 42 in the game. Here's Rondo. It counts.
Now, this is Rondo's game in a nutshell, a guy who enjoys catching the defense, falling asleep.
And so it's Portland winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Carmelo, you have lived in the media spotlight for a long time. How do you put that out of your head when you get on the floor?
I'm just playing ball. My team came to play today. We was focused, and we wanted it. We willed our way to this one.
A great performance, Carmelo. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.